I feel like I should always open with that. So let's talk about decision making. Like taking like your life marker and being like, yeah, nope, I'm done, and like raising your standards. So when it came to drugs, how I stopped using drugs was I stopped hanging out with the crowd of people that use drugs. Was it hard? Yes, like really freaking hard. Did it suck when no one reached out to me? Sure the hell did. But you know what? That was something that I had to do for me. I was no longer, hey girl, I was no longer going to use drugs. You know what I mean? I drew the line in the sand and I was like, I'm way better than this. It's time to move on. And I literally gave David like all of my drugs. And I was like, here, take it away from me. I'm done. I'm ready to move forward in life. I'm ready to be clean. I'm ready to just grow the F up and move on. And it did suck when no one called me. It did suck when I thought people were my friends and I never heard from them. Despite my attempts to reach out to them, it really did burn because I thought they were my friends. But it is what it is when it comes to that. But in the end, I am where I'm at, and they are still where they're at because they have not drawn the line in the sand and made a decision to get clean. Sorry, I have like allergies. So when it comes to losing weight, um, I, I don't really like to put a number on it because I know the number isn't as significant as it is for the individual, but for me, it was around, I was with a guy, I was dating him for 2 or 3 years, and it was like around New Year's, and I stepped on the scale, and it was 169, and I remember being like, holy shit, like, how did I get here? How did I get to this point? How am I weighing that much? I'm not going to hit 170. I'm not going to hit 170. Like, that's not going to happen. I refuse, there it is again, drawing the line in the sand, refuse to hit 170. And that was my decision. Like, that's a moment, again, where I made a life-changing decision. I'm blocking that finger because it fell off. So, a life-changing decision. And you know what? I didn't. I started like Weight Watchers, and I was like, oh shit, that's portion control. That's what that is. I never thought of it. I was eating like a grown man. And then I went to Herbalife, and I was like, for me, I was starving. I was like, I don't get it. I'm starving. This isn't for me. And then I did like a whole bunch of different diet pills and different shakes and different shit until I hit a point where I was going to the gym 2 hours a day, 5 days a week. So like 10 hours, 10 to 14 hours a week going to the gym, and I hit a plateau. I still had the baby weight. I still had I couldn't gain any more weight. I couldn't lose any more weight. I was like going there doing the same thing and nothing was changing because I needed that muscle confusion and I needed to work meal plans into my diet. So there it was. Again, someone reached out to me to join this stupid little challenge group, and I was like, all right, I'll check it out. That's not the first time she asked either. She asked many times, and she just kept in contact with me, and eventually she caught me on the right day where I was pissed off, and I was like, yes, I'll join. So I joined, and then I fell in love, and I found what works for me. I don't really care what anyone does with their life as long as they're moving it forward, making a conscious decision and getting out of zombie mindset and just moving forward. It can be with me. It doesn't have to be with me. It could be in different programs, whatever. To each their own. Every individual is different. Every body type is different. Every metabolism is different. Every blood type is different. It's to each their own. It's what works for you as an individual. For me and my family, doing these workouts together brings us closer because David and I met at a gym. Doing the workouts with the girls, I feel like is teaching them the proper tools that they need to let out their frustrations as they get older. Drinking the shakes for me is super important because my blood sugar was all over the place and I lived off of glucose tablets and spoonfuls of peanut butter. So these shakes before my workout keep my metabolism high and my sugar high so that way my blood sugar doesn't drop mid-workout. We have a shake for kids now that's pediatrician approved. We'll be taking Scarlet off of Shakeology and putting Scarlet on the kid shake and keeping Hazel on both because she really doesn't have the right nutrition at all besides like the daily vitamin. So that's what works for us as our family. I cannot walk into your house and change how you do everything, but this is what works for us. And it was one of those things. I had to draw the line in the sand. This is what works for us. You can try to count carbs. You can try to do points, or I don't really remember what it was, point system. You can do what works, but as long as you stay consistent with it, everything will work. But you have to pick something and stay consistent at it. You can't just hop over here for 20 minutes and then hop over here for 3 weeks and then hop. Like, you have to pick something and stay consistent with it, without a doubt. This is what works for our family. David came off of all his blood pressure medicine. That was a decision we had to do it naturally. Becoming sober, that's a decision I had to pick. Not hitting 170 mark was a decision I had to make. And I can give people all these tools of the things that I do, because that's all I can do really, is learn and then hopefully share with you what I've learned so you don't have to go through all the troubles that I went through. But if I give it to you, knowledge means nothing if you don't take action. I can give everybody all the tools in the world, and most people are just looking for free, and most people are looking for easy, and most people are looking for fast. But the thing with all of that is, almost all of those people will gain the weight back. Almost all of those people will go back to binge eating. All of those people will end up where they were to begin with because of the consistency. I can give it all to you, but it's your job to draw the line in the sand and make a decision to take action in it. Take a decision to take action in your life. Sorry. These allergies since I came back. Fat cat. I want to help everyone, but not everyone is willing to put the work into it. It was a decision. There's no other way to explain it. Like, decision to get sober, decision to lose weight, decision to start to teach my kids how to live healthy, because the best way to create healthy adults is to teach children how to become healthy. I like the fact that I can reach to everyone on social media that is joining me or following me on Facebook or Instagram or whatever, or the blog, you know what I mean? Like, everyone that I can reach out to, I can have some impact in their home that might change generations to come. That is huge for me. Like, growing up with not the right tools to know how to deal with stress, not that they were given the right tools on how to deal with stress, but growing up with those tools or lack of tools on how to deal with certain situations, I am proud and happy to do my best to provide them now as I learn them, because I really went down the wrong path before. And I think that's huge, but it has to be a decision. Like, as a parent, it is my choice to cry in front of my kids or not. It's my choice to scream at them or not. It's my choice to throw things or not. It's my choice on how I react, and I can't be mad at them on how they react, because they learned how to react by my reactions. I am a leader in this household. David is a leader in this household, and you have to lead by example. And that's another decision I had to make as a parent. It is what it is when it comes to that. Like, you just have to, like, draw the line. So I hope this was helpful today. I'll hop off. We're going on 10 minutes already. So you guys are awesome. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.